The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems, nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Look at us, 997, baby. It's like you can see the edge of the cliff. It's right there. We're your Whiskey Brothers. Slade Ham, your host, as I have been for 996 previous episodes. Across from me, Jerry Wayne Longmire. Weirdly, the newest member of the Whiskey Brothers, yet it does not feel that way. Trey Tutson, weirdly, one of the oldest members of the Whiskey Brothers, yet it does not feel that way. And then to my right, a guest who has been a standout on Is This Thing On, our Tuesday night show. Welcome back, Antonio Aguilar.
Your next guy is not part of this show, but he's here.
He is definitely part of this. We are doing, for those of you guys in the chat or those of you at home, big announcements regarding episode 1000. It will come out when it usually would, the Friday, March 4th or whatever. However, we're doing it live from the studio March 2nd, Wednesday, March 2nd. Our usual time. Get on the air with us. We're going to do a little preamble. We're going to tape a great episode. We're also going to give away $1,000. It's our 1000th episode. And I've been going over. We have stuff we're going to give out to people. Adam Harmon sent a fantastic pack of tattoo stickers that he's designed. There's a Bebop and Rocksteady. He's just done amazing stuff. There's a really trippy Yosemite Sam. So I've already corralled some of these for my laptop, and I encourage us to take what we want. But we're going to give some of those away and kind of spread the love there. But then some other stuff. We have swag and things. And I was thinking about, we can make this a big sweepstakes, and everybody who enters wins and could win, or we'll do it the subscription drive. But what I think we should do, because it's our show, and we can do whatever we want. If you're a subscriber, we just have the right to give you shit however we want to give it to you.
Yeah, you get.
I don't have to draw your name out of a bucket or fulfill some sweepstakes rules. If you're cool and you're there, you might get $100. You might get 10. You might get 500. I don't know what the rules are going to be, but I think over the course of the episode, we're going to give it out as the older hillbillies would say, willy-nilly.
Yeah, I think it's best we do it that way because we always forget the rules anyways.
Yes, and that's we were gonna make it up as we go along.
Get rid of that guitar.
So that's so all of that will go down. You have to be a subscriber on YouTube. That's the only real criterion. So if you go to YouTube and you look up the Whiskey Brothers or / the Whiskey Brothers, we're the Whiskey Brothers on YouTube. Amazing shit there. I don't know if some of you know the Whiskey Brothers stand-up comedy special, formerly only available on Amazon, went up today.
Yeah.
On the Whiskey Brothers YouTube channel. So you can now catch that. You can catch an hour of Jerry Wayne Longmire in the Wrecking Yard. Trey Tutson has an experience from the Creek and the Cave in Austin. There's starting to become lots of ways to see us in different capacities. And but tonight we're here to drink and hang out with you guys. And cheers to Adam Taylor, working hard behind the scenes, not just on this, but on other Whiskey Brothers projects.
Almost said his name's Antonio.
Thanks for looking out, Trey. You're a fantastic producer. No, Adam is responsible for a lot of what's going on with the Andy Huggins stand-up comedy special, something we're going to be talking a lot more about in March. So cheers. I raise my glass to you guys as we do another podcast. Not drunk, but under the influence.
Under the influence. That's a good way to word it. It's just enough.
I might be technically drunk now.
New podcast idea, Under the Influence.
Under the influence?
Came up with that.
Yeah.
That's a good on you for coming up with that. The way I said podcast and under the influence.
Yeah.
And you just wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
That's so funny. I wrote it down.
First one who does it on TV. Is that how this works? I had it's good to be here. I haven't worked a week of stand up in a while, and I was just at the Houston Improv, and this is all about how your mindset in this game fucking matters. It's if you go into something bitter and kind of then you can have a miserable week. And I wasn't prepared to have a miserable week, but the Improv called me because I did the show there last week, and we did very well, and it was really good. And on the way out, I was just like, hey, I'm staying in town to work on some film projects and some video stuff, and if there's anything, I'm down for whatever. I'm down. So this week they give me a ring and they go, hey, Any chance you want to do this show with Taylor Williamson? And I went, who the fuck is this? And why am I going to host it? But I was like, you know what, man? It's going to give me a chance to work out some material. I'll do it. And I sat around for like a day or two just kind of kicking rocks over the fact that I was about to host for somebody I didn't know, and I was taking a hosting spot. And I was like, man, you said anything. You're trying to work this out. You're about to have 6 shows in front of stacked improv audiences to work this new shit out. And then this dude, you don't know if this dude's you know what I mean? Just because he was on America's Got Talent or something. Yeah. He's a road comic. Yeah. So it was like 3 days in, he's literally I'm laughing harder at watching this dude on stage than anything in the world. I was sitting in the back watching, bro. He's just improvisational and fun, and he's a road dog. If you remove AGT, so it was like day 3. We're finally sitting in the green room. I haven't really said anything. I just, hey man, yeah, I'm your MC. How about bringing you up? But so Saturday comes in, he flops down. He goes, man, Slade Ham, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, you've been doing this shit like 20-something years. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I knew about you when I started. I was like, all right, it's starting to sound bad. But
pump the brakes,
but it was also like just the level. He was like, man, you do whatever you want. It became this really cool. And I was working with a cat out of Dallas featuring Ralph Barbosa, who, if you live in Dallas and are listening to this, you're with me in Dallas in April. He's going to come crash a couple of the shows and guest spot. He's really good. I was blown away by that kid, and it just became one of those deals where, like, by the end of the week, I had gone into it with this, man, the club's throwing me an MC spot, and I don't even know these dudes. The end of the week, you're the elder statesman. Everybody's cool with you. It just felt good to be in a club or amongst comics again.
Yeah, that's a good
and it
feeling.
gave you some extra added insight and perspective into the Andy Huggins experience.
Oh my God!
For the specials, going into it with a different eye.
For God's sakes! For God's sakes!
When you said you enjoyed watching him, I thought you meant that it was that bad.
No.
So then when Jerry was
that's the only other thing I enjoy watching.
When Jerry was like, "Oh, that's the best," I started laughing because I'm like, "Oh, you guys love watching people."
No. It's just always fun. Like I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and 2 of those nights I got to work with Trey.
Yeah. And
then 1 of those nights I got to work with Jeff Joe. And when I get to work with people that make me laugh, it's always.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's always an added bonus.
When you're pleasantly surprised, because I've gone through so many eras in this of like watching comics in this game where when you first start out, everything's new and fresh. And then there's a point where you're featuring and you start watching guys, you're like, man, they're just doing the same tired ass hour over and over. But when you see somebody who's working on, they're swinging at something that may or may not work, but they're very much in their voice and they're having, like, you couldn't fuck this up if you wanted to because you're funny and you're being funny right now. Yeah. And that was just as a comic, it's nice to sit back and watch that. And I hadn't seen that in a minute. So good shit to the, cheers to the Improv and to Taylor Williamson and to Ralph Barbosa. It was a good weekend amongst friends.
Hell yeah.
So that's all I got.
I enjoyed it. I did 2 nights at the Secret Group, which were a blast. I watched Trey just destroy the goddamn place Friday night.
Yeah, you've been lighting shit on fire, dog.
You and Radu go up and not destroy the place.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciated it too.
You only got 90 more seconds to suck his dick. We got to change the subject.
Right, exactly, right. He's like, I don't want to hear the audio version of this. Why don't y'all touch each other? Let's go. Touch his arm again.
It was good, man. Thursday night did a small show up in Spring for a small crowd, but they were there for it. It was a banger show.
Everybody's working, man.
Was it a small number of people, or were they small?
Or like just little bitty people?
They were not little people. I don't traditionally do well with little people.
Are they afraid you'll fall?
Like, we're sick of working for you.
I'm testing. I'm pushing your. I'm testing your TikTok armor. I'm testing your TikTok armor, bro.
You remember what you said to me Friday night? I told him. I said, "Hey Trey, call me fat because I need to be mad about this."
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm just making sure he's still armed up, and he did. He's close. He vibrated for a minute. Like that's.
You know what's? It's wild when somebody asks you, "Hey, insult me." You be like, is this a trap?
It is
like,
a
you know
trap.
what I mean? Every
It's
time
always
you-
a trap. Even if it's not a trap, it's always a trap.
And
It's the do I look fat in these jeans of friendships?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the don't you dare do that.
Exactly. I'm like,
And then he goes,
like,
oh,
talk-
you're
talk
like
dirty
in
to me.
Yukon. And I was like, okay, there we go. And he goes, big, black, and dirty. I was like, that's
yeah,
not,
I
oh, man, that's
Jerry's been
almost not an insult.
Jerry's been doing so well on TikTok that he has had to hide haters who won't stop calling you
Dude,
making fat
I
jokes.
have filtered all the keywords that I can think of to
He's
use
hitting
to
every
call
way
me
to
fat.
call. He's
You
hitting
can
every.
go into your comments and you can filter out words
Yeah,
that
you got
people can use against you in your
you got to also
comments.
get the emojis like the whale emoji.
That fat PHAT.
I don't know if they have a hip-
Chubby.
I know they got, of course those words.
Every
I don't know.
goddamn word,
I don't know if they have a.
sign, I
I don't,
didn't even know that was one. I had to look that
That's
motherfucker
really
up.
funny.
I don't know if they have a cow, a pig, or a walrus, or a hippopotamus emoji. You
go
gotta get rid of
I
all
don't know,
those.
but I had to
Hide.
go get rid of all
Elephant.
the Spanish words for
Yeah.
fat too.
Hey, I'll help you out.
Gordo,
I know Portuguese words for and French. I'll
You're
help
gonna
you
need
out.
all of this. You're gonna need to hide. You're gonna need to hide.
Start reporting everyone that says it too. Not only are you not allowed, I want you off Instagram.
What you say? You gonna need to hide?
Oh, that's just all the animal, all the ones that are hard to see at the zoo.
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah.
all those animals.
The lazy ones that never come outside.
Exactly. You gotta hide them all. That's
I was like, God damn, you fuckers are getting creative to get around this filter block. This is-
Yeah?
like you showed up. I've got to be an asshole.
Uh-huh.
How can I do it?
I
You know
think
what I mean?
I think it's awesome the way they're actually pulling. Like, you know how mad you gotta be at somebody to get a thesaurus. Like, you gotta like to go do research.
And it's not
Yeah,
ever
that's
anything
bro,
where
that's
I'm
a-
talking about my size or anything. It's just like I was like making fun of some food. They're like, I can't believe you care about food. Weren't you on 600-pound life? And I'm like, God damn. Like, I have accidentally eat a pizza while I was on the phone before. I'm aware I have an unhealthy relationship with food, motherfucker. I
That's
didn't
beautiful.
forget.
That's beautiful. There's no such thing as accidentally eating a pizza. But it's a beautiful. It's a beautiful life. That's a beautiful life. you have.
Bro, I think that's amazing.
600-pound life.
The way you gotta get out in front of them like that.
Subconsciously
Yeah,
ate a pizza.
it's crazy, man. I just like I posted a video about politics. They're like, you're fat, and I'm like, how does that make me bad at politics?
That's amazing though, the level of commitment, because like I'll give up on some shit real fast. Like even if I wanted to call you fat, the first objection, I'm just gonna go do
couldn't
something
type
else.
fat.
I
Fuck
won't
this
even
guy.
enter a fake email address to get around a paywall. You think to read an article I care about? You think I'm gonna create 9 different ways to spell you eat too much?
You know, it's like a cousin you owe
I'm
money or
blown
something.
away.
Like, it's not-
What if every hate comment is the same guy?
yes.
I suspected that for a minute.
Something
Right?
about
Because it
that.
was all
Just-
like user 532. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cocksucker.
Somebody's
Breathe.
slightly bigger than you, but isn't as successful. You
Yeah,
know what I
they're
mean? Like
just
there's
bad.
just the I've been eating pizzas accidentally for years, and
That's
this
wild.
fucker's been on TikTok
That's
for
wild.
6 weeks.
Nobody's following me.
The internet is like Scooby Doo. It's like when you find out who the troll is, you're like, it was you the
It was
whole
you the
time. I knew it was you.
I would have got away with it too.
yeah.
Pesky keywords.
You're the one that got away
Or
with
for
it.
those meddling IP addresses.
Yeah. No, they took the VPN off his head.
Oh,
Take the-
shit.
That's strong. All right, well I'm gonna pour myself a shot,
You want to pour
gentlemen.
another shot, buddy?
Yeah, it's a. I haven't really been drinking,
Well,
so
the first one doesn't count. Second one is the first one.
yeah.
Second one is the first one.
This is because I was
It's the old prepper strategy. If you got one, you got none. If you got two, you got one.
there. You go. That's exactly. How many backups do you need?
Do you have beans, bullets, and band-aids?
God, I wish I spoke backwoods Texas. That would be great.
that last one was definitely
that's a
like.
little more Idaho.
I got yeah.
Okay.
Idaho's like I got bitches and a bow and arrow.
Idaho's a different dialect, and everything has a hard R.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
weird.
all right. Emergency.
Yeah.
Okay.
They call it a bow and error.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Idaho sounds like a mad black woman. Like, oh, Idaho? No, Sheetaho. Oh, you think Idaho? Idaho?
There's a Idaho, Nevada.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it? No.
Yeah, no.
You got me, man. Gaslit me there.
You gaslit me.
I was halfway looking it up. I'm like, I wonder how far away we are from Idaho.
That's how far is that
I
from
just want to
Reno?
drive from Idaho to Idaho.
That's
That's self-care. I'll feel better at the end of that trip.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's a transitional.
Evolution.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll know you've made it when you get to none of us are hoes.
It's a-
that's the
That's in California,
psychological
it's gotta
win.
be.
No, they're all hoes. It's
That's they're all. Fuck.
Oh, my God.
We need need to make a movie, okay, and we'll create the fictional Idaho, right?
How much coke did you do? Go ahead.
That's right. He just got back from Peru.
I know. That's why I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, no, the coke does you there.
In home country.
Oh, you got
don't
to.
do
There's
coke.
fucking
The coke
stairs
does
to
you.
everything in this goddamn country.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But it's so native there that they don't even snort it. They just like chew the leaves.
So check this out. When I was so I visited Peru in 2016, and it was I needed out of my head over some shit. It was like an escape. I needed it. So I went out there by myself, and I hiked the Lares Trail to Machu Picchu. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And spent some time in Cusco beforehand and got acclimated and all that stuff. But we chewed coca leaves the whole time, and you would take like a wad of them and stick them in your lip, and it would help me with the altitude. I don't know,
Bet it did.
and it helped me
Bet it
walk
got
faster.
your altitude right.
And then I brought back these coca candies that they have. They're like the leaf flavored candies or whatever. I brought them back.
Flavored or is it in there?
So I don't really know, but my nieces found them, and those bitches cleaned the living room like like that afternoon.
It was the sugar.
So that's what I'm hanging my hat on. My brother, he was like, "These are the most well behaved they've been in I don't know how. I don't know what they got into, but
Man,
they're scratching.
must
it.
be because I'm here. Yeah,
they got a ton of ideas.
They're all drawing food trucks and they're coloring books.
They're like, we need to make Idaho the movie.
Idaho. Oh fuck, man. That's good. You had a good time out there.
that's so you did. Let's get into it this episode because I know we
Oh,
got
yeah,
something
no, I
to talk
wasn't-
about it
yeah,
next episode. You did just get back from Peru.
Yes.
So when was the last time you were there?
It's a miracle that I got back. Before this time, I went in 2019, like before COVID.
Before COVID hit.
Yeah.
So you're Peruvian. We know the alpaca pone.
Yeah, I'm half Peruvian. Yeah, I'm
that's
American.
Peruvian.
I'm American.
That's Peruvian.
I'm American.
But that's Peruvian.
You know what? They don't treat me like I'm Peruvian when I'm there. They treat me like I'm American. So I need somewhere to be.
They still offer
Belong
you guinea
to.
pig.
Yeah.
I can't be Peruvian here and American there.
That's a good question. Do you eat guinea
I ate
pig?
guinea pig like the second day there.
Do you
yeah.
like it?
It's so good.
Is it really?
I
So
mean-
I've had it. I don't like it.
Amazing.
No, you don't. That's not that you don't like it. You just you had it. It was not good. What you got served.
So
You had
well,
bad guinea.
it was well cooked. It was as good. It was as well prepared as I think you could. I didn't eat it like at a street stand. I mean, like I had it in a decent
That's
restaurant.
where it's good. You got to
Well,
go to the
I-
street
that's-
stand.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It's not.
It-
That's funny.
That's also
It's
that's
too
street
expensive.
stands.
It's expensive.
Street stands are where it's best and worst. I bet. But it's
expensive.
Yeah,
there, so
it's a
people
luxury.
you can't really get it on the street.
So where I had it, I'll show you the picture of it. I mean, they had a little apple in its mouth and everything, a little tomato, cherry. But the
I was gonna say they're only like this.
yeah, but it was like a little tomato, the little bitty tomatoes, the baby
Roma?
tomato. Yeah, whatever they are.
Yeah,
I'll-
Roma tomatoes.
Sounds to
yeah.
me like they're trying to make it look too pretty. That is not good.
So, but the point with the meat itself was like gristly and kind of oily and kind. I mean, I was eating a rat.
do you
Like,
like do you like duck?
do I like other rats?
No. Yeah.
Duck. So duck is a little. It's not my favorite, but that's like a really dark kind of tough, muscly.
The one that I had, the guinea pig I had a couple weeks ago, tastes like duck. Like it really tastes like duck. Everyone's saying it tastes like.
Why didn't
Really
you just get
good.
duck?
Huh?
Why didn't you just get duck?
Well, I didn't order it. It was someone's
Oh.
birthday.
Yeah, that's you get it. Guinea pig is not like the. It's like I'm trying to think of what the American
Maybe
version.
turkey. Like we only get.
Yeah, like a roasted turkey.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So
Yeah.
they put it in
Celebration.
everything.
It's a special occasion rat.
Right.
I got you. I thought you were talking about turkey like turkey bologna and turkey.
No, like
turkey.
actual roasted on the
Okay.
table with the
got
chef's hats on his feet.
That's fucking
occasion
hilarious to
guinea
me. Guys, it's Christmas.
Somebody get the
Get
special
us-
occasion
somebody-
rat.
Somebody get.
Yeah.
I've come down off cocaine before, and there's not a lot you won't be like pretty excited to eat.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing though. It's still a rat.
All right. So as a Peruvian, can I stick up for
Yes.
my culture?
Yes.
Rat?
Yes.
It's not a rat.
I didn't call it a
Because see the thing is, no, it's.
You think he being serious? Yeah.
Okay, well, it's neither a guinea nor a pig.
I mean,
Pig, another word you can't say on my TikTok.
Okay.
if you were Italian, you couldn't say
Proceed.
Guinea either.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait, so what? I don't even, to be honest, and I know this is me just being stereotypical, calling it a rat. What is a guinea pig?
I mean, well, it's a rodent, obviously, right? But
Well,
so-
okay,
But the distinction isn't important right now. Okay, so guinea pigs, they're native to that area, and they were farmed for meat. That's the whole reason they probably even exist. Is
so are there still guinea pigs in the wild?
Man,
Or are they all
I don't know.
domestic? They're like cows.
I
Like
don't-
there's no wild cows anymore.
I never heard a lot about wild guinea pigs.
There's no wild chickens.
I feel like they probably grow like their teeth out and then they're able to like defend themselves. But that was,
You think there's like some like guinea pig village somewhere in the Andes where like all the wild guinea pigs have retreated to and have grown to large size and maybe built a village?
I wouldn't put it past them, but they're not that intelligent. They're cute, but they're dumb. But the reason they're not called guinea pigs in Spanish, obviously. In Peru, they call them cuy because they're named after the sound they make. If you ever have a guinea pig, they go.
Oh, that's not just them drinking. I've only related
Bro,
that
that's-
to
no,
them
That's a
getting water.
That's a hamster
That's
sound.
a hamster. Okay, never
But the
mind. Yeah.
yeah, that's again they do make that sound.
Yeah, so they call them cuy because they sound like that. Well, in Peru at least.
So yeah, so they're not
Okay.
they're not cerdo they guinea or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Why
you
do
know,
they get the pig name?
you know?
in
it's just-
American.
Pig must mean.
well, maybe like prairie dog. You know, is a dog, not a dog.
Okay, you can't just.
So
but
was the
is this
guinea
an
just
American
an
thing where we just
insult?
assign random fucking animals
Yes.
to
Yeah.
location? Guinea pig,
It's 'cause
prairie
Some
dog.
people that had the power of naming animals didn't have the education to name those animals. So they're like, it's like a dog if you found it
in the
kinda
prairie.
like a-
Yeah, it's
in
like
a prairie. You know?
Yeah, it's not a dolphin. It's a water dog. It's a-
All them Italians got these weird little pets.
That's. I think it was Patrick McClellan who called roaches wall puppies on the podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that sounds like someone who has roaches and they try to make it sound cute.
Exactly. You're trying to
Trying to make
adapt.
it sound cute. Oh, you like puppies? Yeah, I have puppies.
I have them all over.
Oh, that's right. Manatees are sea cows.
So-
You got. Oh, there's so many of these. What else are we missing?
Another word you can't say.
Sea cow. Oh, that's a.
Oh Lord.
You
Stop
have-
swimming.
You've blocked all the large animals. Have you
Yeah,
blocked
yeah.
What about
dinosaur
a
yet?
What about a horse? Can you say horse?
Yeah, you can say horse.
What do you say? I bet you want to eat a horse.
He's
That might
blocked
be-
eat. He's definitely blocked eat.
Eat.
He's blocked eat and you. Those two aren't allowed at all. There's no getting through. If you do, it's gonna be out of context as shit. So you went to Peru and
Oh, yeah.
how long were you down there?
Well, I got robbed the second day because.
Damn. How you doing, brother?
Whoa! So have I introduced you to Trey? Who, by the way, I want to point out, you have evolved and grown on this podcast so much. I was listening back to some old episodes. For folks listening at home, you can only go back on the podcast to episode 601. Right?
Okay.
That's the first time you were a regular cast member on the show, and you were talking about getting robbed for the 5th time. And I know. I've been here through at least 3 subsequent robberies. You've gotten better at it and cooler about it. You still seemed a little shaken at the time, but
Yeah.
now if you left here and got robbed, you would just be
So I
9,
probably
and you'd
wouldn't
get
hear
another
about it till
tattoo.
next Monday.
Exactly.
That's
So
I think that's what I tell women. I'm like, hey, if we ever getting robbed, take my lead. I'm good at it.
that
I
exactly.
know
Yes.
how to get robbed. Man. We gonna live? Oh, we gonna live. We ain't gonna have nothing.
You equated, if I'm not mistaken, you equated going through a robbery, the stages of recovery from a robbery to taking psychedelics. He said it's gonna take tonight.
Yeah.
But if by a certain point you aren't feeling it,
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were like, well, do I get robbed again?
you're gonna need to go out and get robbed again. You haven't done enough.
It's like halfway
Is
through
there-
Rob and Trey, they're like, "You're really good at this.
Yeah.
This is smoother than it usually
Yeah.
goes."
That's like, man, you had your wallet in the air from your stomach.
I
That's
wish
you
all
give
my victims was like you.
Yeah.
incredible.
Is there
You
a
actually.
place where you can hide your money where they won't look for it?
That's
Oh no, when you get naked, they gonna find it.
here's the cool. It's,
I've never been robbed naked before.
Yeah.
So,
they always, but here's the.
Third world will rob you as much as is.
I think that might be detrimental.
Another
to them
word
and
that should be
me.
banned from your TikTok.
Here's where Trey has an advantage is that when a robber is looking for your wallet or looking for your valuables, they tend to follow your eyes to see where they go.
So funny.
And anyway, I won't say the rest of it. The point is, you were in Peru,
Really
right?
funny.
So, for how you got robbed? How quickly?
Second day.
Well, yeah, no. So like, I was celebrating and I got hammered at a nightclub, and
And where are you? Are you in Lima?
I was yeah. I was
Which
and-
part?
So it's kind of like the Brooklyn or the
Not
Bronx.
Miraflores.
No. Yeah, no. My family is from like the jungle that then moved to Lima.
Oh,
and so like
they sleep on the edge.
they're on the edges
Yeah.
where they could find land to
That's-
build their concrete rectangle.
Damn.
Favela.
Yeah, you know.
What a way to put it. Okay.
But it was dope.
I'm just saying all the Spanish words I know in one time, so I look smart.
It's dope though, cause I spent a lot less money than I would have spent, 'cause
Okay.
I hadn't had.
Oh, that would suck if your family was like rich,
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
but
I
not
mean-
rich, but like in the rich part of town.
Oh.
Rich but stingy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to go visit, but you got to. Oh yeah, I've done that before. Oh yeah, I'm staying close to here.
Yeah.
I'll be,
Yeah. My whole family.
I rented a car. It's a bus.
Yeah. I'm out of town.
Yeah. No, I was just broke for 2 weeks. And it was all right. And but actually my credit score went up like 134 points somehow during that time. So I don't know. I don't
They
know.
must have gotten your credit card.
I don't know.
How's your credit score done during your subsequent robbings?
Oh, it's steady.
Steady.
Yeah,
It's the
I
most consecutive thing.
That's
in my-
impressive.
No
Hi-
big improvements.
I don't know. If
His
it's re-
robbers took his card,
Yeah.
bought a bunch of shit, paid it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out real quick. I opened a new credit card since.
Yeah. And, that's
moving
really
on up.
funny. Tony needs a house. Rob me again.
Hey, yeah,
That's
I'll give you
fucking
my
funny.
address. I'll give you the code to the door.
That's
Just don't hurt me.
good.
That's a really hilarious thing to get caught up in.
They're not gonna hurt you. You've taken Trey's robbery class.
Yeah. a superstition.
As
to get
opposed
caught
to
in.
self-defense, it's just like submission.
Yeah, it's the
I-
best. The best offense is a good defense.
The art of submission. Oh, like
That's
like MMA? No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
just
was-
submit
yeah.
myself to the person with the gun.
yeah,
Because why not?
it's because they got the
So hey y'all, when you come,
Be
it's
fair,
better
I
to
ain't
just
trying to
have
get
your
shot.
pockets already out. Matter of fact, be holding the money. Hey.
After I got robbed, I did walk like that a little.
Yeah.
When I had my passport on me, I remember I because that's what the worst part was, getting my passport stolen. That's because then
That's why it's a miracle you got over here.
yeah, that was why it was a miracle.
Oh,
Damn it,
you
buddy.
what?
Yeah, I had to go to the embassy and beg for my. Otherwise, I would have had to wait till May. If you get your passport stolen, they have such a thing as a emergency passport. That's what I got. If you just lose it, then you're screwed. So you better lie to the
You
cops.
gotta lie.
Man, they
Yeah.
stole
You
everything.
got
Yeah.
bang your head off
But they
the
really
wall
did.
a couple times before you go in there.
That's
They just
wild.
whipped the shit out of me right
Yeah.
outside the embassy.
Yes.
Said they
Sir,
needed my passport.
We have you on camera on the
Golly.
steps, punching yourself in
That's
the
crazy.
face.
You gotta create a fucking
Justice Smollett. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta Jussie Smollett. you gotta Jussie Smollett yourself
Just
so you
maybe-
can get back home.
Yeah.
Just
It's
maybe
like,
don't
where
go
can I
so
find some
extravagant.
Nigerians in Peru that are Trump supporters?
Do you have any MAGA hats?
Definitely jack them off beforehand, though, so they'll take it easy on you.
I'll tell you what, I never saw a single MAGA hat while I was there, or anything related to Trump anywhere.
How nice is that?
Interesting.
That's weird, because that and cocaine go together real well over here.
Damn,
Good for
that's
you. You
crazy.
enjoyed
I
it?
knew that.
But then
Aside from the robbery,
I got but I got cast in a movie. Randomly, there's
Okay.
this.
why we both do the same
We
thing
both
with our
leaned
bodies?
Back like what?
Well,
Okay.
it's like
Peru.
so I met the guy here.
Is it a movie about a robbing?
Oh, you know what? It was really. I just woke up without my stuff. It wasn't like I didn't even know what they looked like. I just woke
Oh,
up with
shit.
no shoes, no glasses,
They
no
took your
phone,
fucking glasses?
no phone, no because everything is just like quick 5.
But you know what? It could have been. Well, they could have drawn dicks on your face. Like, just be happy you lost your wallet.
Absolutely.
You passed out at the party and all you lost was money.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
didn't
that's how
have a
some
marker in
some
his
of us
pocket.
lost our virginity that way. No, okay, that's a.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the passport was kind of beat up. The phone had a crack on the screen. The wallet, it was getting.
So you and this the thing. When you been robbed and you think about the stuff they done took, you like, boy, how bad y'all doing? Well, y'all saw my shit and
Yeah.
went valuables.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you left with what I had, and you feel rich.
you feel better.
This is-
That's crazy.
One of the few
Yeah.
times I got robbed, the guy took my wallet and it had an AT&T phone card with $7 on the balance on it.
What y'all got?
That's what he got.
Wow.
Can y'all refresh me? What's
Well,
up? What's
oh,
up?
it was back in the day, if you wanted to use like a payphone or
You would
something,
have to
you'd
call
buy, like, a AT&T
800
card.
number and then tell them the long distance number. If you were calling somewhere that wasn't in your area code,
Yeah.
you would have to. Is Adam chuckling
before
back
cell
there
phone.
about
Shut the fuck
he
up, Adam.
remembers
I'm
this.
trying to learn.
He
It's
remembers
Black
this.
History Month.
So you would go
we had
to.
pagers and
I remember
shit.
when I went. So when I went to
So you
overseas for the first time, like 06 or whatever, or
Okay.
even 02, 03, I guess the first time, you would have to go to like a phone and call an 800, like an international 800 number.
Yeah.
And then tell them the number you were trying to call in the United States, and then they would probably, I guess, put some plugs in different holes. I don't even know how it worked. And then eventually you would get a hold of somebody, and you would punch in a number off the back of that card, and it would activate some shit. And then every now and again it would, you have 10 minutes remaining. And you try and tell the crazy girl you're dating, hey, I know I'm in Iraq, but I got 10 minutes remaining. And if you just want to get this shit off your chest, now'd be a great time.
Yeah.
You have 6 minutes remaining.
Activation fee. There's always like a $5 activation
and then
fee.
and here's another thing. And then it goes, and you have 1 minute remaining. You go, thank fucking God that I'm out of
You're
cards.
getting the light. You're getting the light.
Oh, yes.
When I went, you couldn't even.
And then
use
I
the
bought
phone.
these clothes. Click. You have no minutes remaining. You're like, I would rather be in Iraq with the inability to communicate than finishing this goddamn conversation.
When I went in 2007, you couldn't use the phone, but you could send an email, but it took about 45 minutes to send a one-page email.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently the Army was still on AOL.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
whatever reason at that time.
Straight dial-up, bro. It was terrible. It was the greatest terrible ever because if you didn't want to be in communication with
You
people,
could just
that's what we were
disappear.
talking about before. That's why I hate now.
Emails were better back then.
Everything was better back. You could just BRB.
Yeah. Be right back.
Away messages on AOL Instant Messenger.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't know. Maybe you were gone for the afternoon. Maybe you went on
That's true. It
vacation.
was a true escape.
You were just gone.
Yeah. You don't talk to somebody for 2.5 hours. They're like, you're up to something.
Yeah.
Like they know if
This is-
show.
Bro, there are people that if you just I've gotten so good about leaving my phone here, like if I go, because I found my old school iPod.
Awesome.
And let me tell you how great it is, because all I care about when I'm out on a walk or a ride is music, right?
Gotcha.
And I have like 40,000 songs I like stuck in amber. And all I got to do is plug headphones in and keep recharging this thing as long as the battery works.
Dope.
So I just leave my phone here. I don't need Spotify or Wi-Fi or any of that shit. I got music I like and nobody buzzing me in my pocket. But boy, let someone be on the other end of that phone who doesn't have that skill set of patience.
Yeah.
Where have you been? You got 36 texts when you get back from what used to be a peaceful walk. I'll just delete your number.
Yeah, that's
Blocked. Blocked.
so bold.
I know. I called
move.
Slade one day after you all had called him.
Oh, and I think I just.
What is going on, man? It's lunchtime. I'm eating lunch with my
What's on
family. I was
fire?
like,
What's on fire?
what? He goes, sorry, I just got like 12 other people just fucking called me in the last
What's
10
going
minutes.
It's like because I was unavailable for 47
I
minutes.
was just
Yeah.
the last guy on the list. I was just,
Hey man, just trying to. Okay. Oh no, I got it. I got it.
yeah,
brother.
I
I
was
got
just
it.
be like, hey, man, my bad. Whatever. I'll catch you
All right,
later.
just
Okay?
later. God damn. Don't call him.
It was so
He
apologetic.
takes his family meal serious and a motherfucker. Jack.
Family, no kids, but this motherfucker loves family time.
This is
you
my
know?
Love other
sacred. This is
people's
sacred.
family.
You try and catch me on a Sunday when I'm covered in my nieces and a nephew, bro. That is just that's sacred space.
That's fair. At least we know you're not
Where
the
have
type
you
that's
at?
just
Yeah, no.
Only
eating
'cause they're
beans
not
out the
old
can.
enough to
I'm
know.
having dinner.
Or the other end, I got 2 wives and 7 kids
Kids,
spread
yeah,
amongst
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and I'm just, I gotta make the laps on a Sunday while y'all fucking up my family time.
You just need you need an assistant. That's it.
I do. That's the. You know how many girls they have been convinced that I have some hidden family, that I'm like sequestering off some wife and children. It's so weird. Like repeatedly.
Where would they be?
I don't know.
If we could.
Clearly, they don't
know.
know you.
That's what I keep saying.
They obviously don't know.
That's what
you.
I keep saying. But it has been so repeated that, and a couple of them have cited the fact that they've Googled Slade Ham married, and it brings up some shit or what. It's perplexing as all get out to
Wait,
me.
now if I go to Google and I type in Slade Ham, you know how sometimes it autofills the next
So I don't
word?
know. I would hope
It's gonna
that
be like Slade
if you
Ham
got
married?
the Slade
question
Ham
mark?
M.A., it would complete it with man.
That's what-
That's what I hope. I don't know. Or a marathon before you got to married. That's way more
Yeah,
likely.
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
never running
Slade
26
You've got
miles.
a family on the side.
That's-
You're not listening to me.
That's
This is precisely why I'm done talking to you.
and don't get me wrong. Maybe there is a "thou doth protest too much," Slade. Yeah, you've said it too. But I don't know where that stems from. I don't think I exude anything that
I would
says
imagine
married
Somebody's
with
gonna
kids.
pull a scam on us one day if he's like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna let you have kids."
Yeah.
You got a side podcast that you don't tell anyone about too?
Yeah, I do.
I think that's some wild shit.
It's in
To
Peru.
get drunk and tell somebody. Just to be
right.
stacking on say, look here, I got like a wife and kids.
There's- oh my God, I would be the best secret keeper in the entire. Listen, if I'm married with children, you guys can tell me anything.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what if privately all of you have come out to me also? I'm just a really good secret keeper.
That's really fucking funny. Like, Slade.
Come out as married?
Come out as anything.
All
It
right.
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
come out as married. Come out as married. Fuck, you talking about writing a show? I watched the fuck out as come out as married.
Yeah.
So you know.
It's I know.
You're worth 15 million, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Did you just wait? Did you just Google Sladeham's net worth? And I'm worth 15 million.
15 million. Wow. And he's bitching at us about social media.
He's over crowdfunding for Andy.
Yeah, you and you got 15 million.
Help an old man out. I mean, I'm not, but
How you think
definitely
I got my 15 million? There have been
Yeah.
30 Andys before this. There will be 30 Andys after this. I just every time I crowdfund an old guy documentary stand-up comedy special, I change my name and move to a different state.
Yeah.
Hey, Slade, I got robbed recently. Maybe I could borrow some money.
I'm not worth shit.
Yeah.
That's
how the fuck does that come up?
who knows the same whatever same way Sladeham married comes up. It's fucking I'm as married as I have $15 million.
Is that how you got 15? You took half from some.
Yeah, I'm the divorcee.
Yeah,
I've been left, and I'm the wealthy. I'm the guy who leaves these wealthy women. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Hell
like,
yeah.
I would be more worried about it saying you're worth 15 million than you're married.
You know what?
yeah.
You're never gonna get rid of them.
It's
15. Fuck it, that's crazy.
I looked it up and you're
Yeah,
married.
but after
and I found
taxes-
something else out too. I'm willing to be number 2.
all right. You guys in the chat, shut up. I'm not. No.
No,
none of the stuff. We're on. Let's do this. Let's kill this episode. We got to come back and we have things to talk about.
Kill this pig.
We are etching our way to etching. That's not a word.
Edging.
We're edging our way towards episode 1000. It is just around the corner. Carter. Am I having
Lil
a
Wayne?
stroke?
Yeah, man.
What happens? It's just around the corner. I'm kind of staggered by my worth. It's. I was worried
Turns out
about.
You can afford a speech therapist.
Yeah. Holy. Oh, that's funny.
Lightning.
Everything I want to say to you, you've already blocked.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
He's the guy.
Not gonna try to get through the firewall. We have a YouTube channel, and we're looking for subscribers. So you got to be a subscriber on there. We want to get to 1,000. That's an important place. So if you're on YouTube, go to the Whiskey Brothers, click subscribe on there. You have the chance. We're gonna give away $1,000.
And
That's
get
not a
other
joke.
people involved. They might have a chance
Yes,
to win.
because
Tell
here's
them
the
to
other thing we're going to
search.
do. We're going to give shit away, and if we give something away to somebody, we're going to ask them who sent them. And if it's you, we're going to give you something. That's a simple, I just made that up. So, do that. Send your friends. We're trying to get to 1,000. Subscribe. That's not a joke, us giving away $1,000.
No.
We have $1,000 cash. We're going to give it away in all sorts of stages. Antonio, you're going to hang out for $9.98, which is just around the corner. People listening, you'll hear that on Friday. You guys watching, you'll see this now. I'm going to take my $15 million and do a shot, and we'll see you guys on another episode soon.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by
Scarface.
Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.